Mr. Terrific's balls. Fan fiction you're going to write at some point, I imagine.
I think he is a very cool character, so I'd be down with talking about and writing about Mr. Terrific's balls. Spoiler alert. I'm going to try not to hit you with every minute detail that is in these atrocious notes.
I forgot to start my timer, but goddamn, let's go.
I have a great love for this movie. So, I'm just throwing it out there to begin with.
Okay.
So great. David Corenswet.
Yes.
Amazing. My favorite Superman.
Wow.
Yeah. I was blown away by his performance. Anyway.
Better than Cavill.
Yeah, but I think it's just more my speed. I like the comedy. I like the depth of character. I like that he's a real person.
Mm-hmm.
I like the depth of relationship you see with with Lois Lane, but Rachel Brosnahan.
Mm-hmm.
And you just feel it. You feel the chemistry with them too. It's
I agree.
fucking electric.
I agree.
Anyway, so yes, Rachel Brosnahan is Lois Lane. Nicholas Hoult, Lex Luthor.
Yes.
So good. Mad Max, he was fabulous.
Yes.
The Beast.
He was Beast.
You don't say the Beast. Sorry.
I don't say the Beast.
The Beast. Lay Beast. And the engineer was a huge character in there. Maria Gabriela de Faria.
The engineer,
the lady who could turn her body into a gajillion different weapons.
I was like, I don't remember the train.
Toot toot. Anyway, and Nathan Fillion is he's back.
Mm-hmm.
This guy, the Green Lantern. Was it Guy Gardner? Gardner, you said?
Guy Gardner.
And Skylar Gisondo was fabulous as Jimmy. The other ones, you don't get this much depth of character with Jimmy.
Yeah.
Which was nice. I mean, I thought
he was amazing. And a very nice surprise. I find most of these characters in every other Superman iteration extremely tiresome outside of the villains.
Yeah, but
this was not the case at all.
Well, I found one character, not a main character, very tiresome, and he wasn't even on there that much. What's Beck's name from SNL? Anyway, it doesn't matter. He's Steve. He's the dumb journalist that's a bully.
He's the sports guy, right?
He's the dumb sports journalist, yes. Yeah. I mean, they made it clear. He had to put it out there that he was in sports.
Yeah.
That's why he was such a dummy, apparently.
Oh, okay.
No offense.
You should be offended. In sports, so
you should be offended.
Okay, well, I'm not because guess what? I've been around sports guys, and some of them are like that.
You mean the guys
not
you see
here,
every day?
Come on, not here.
Rude.
Not here.
Rude.
Okay. What the hell's his name? Beck.
I don't know. I was never a fan of him on SNL anyway. So I don't like
this guy, so I'm not even gonna write his name in my fucking crazy serial killer notes.
I didn't have enough room. I had to save it for all the other stuff.
Okay, well, I'm looking his name up because it's disrespectful.
Okay.
It is disrespectful.
That is fine. I'm going to talk about Isabella.
No, before you
Merced.
do. Before you do. You know what? I'm going to talk. You look up Beck Beckenheim or whatever his name is. Here's what I like about it. He starts off as a in-your-face bully. We get this sometimes in Superman movies. Clark Kent is getting pushed around a bit.
Beck Bennett, of course.
Beck Bennett.
BB.
First of all, I thought he was funny. He did make me laugh. So that's good. And his arc was, I'm a very cocksure sports guy, bully, who's literally shitting his pants by the end of it, while everyone else, he's just along for the ride, and he's the most hysterical of anyone.
Okay.
So I like that arc of it, and I did find it entertaining and funny, and I like him. I do like him.
All right. I need to give credit to Gunn he makes a good character from beginning to end, even if they're annoying. That's true. He wrapped it up nicely with that. You're right. Okay. Well, Isabella Merced, Hawk Girl, Eddie Gathegi was...
Sorry, Hot Girl is the name of the character?
Hawk.
Oh, Hawk Girl.
I guess both really.
Yeah,
But
true.
but Eddie Gathke was fabulous as Mr. Terrific. One of my favorite scenes in the movie. My favorite scene in the movie is his scene.
I would, if anyone stole the show, it was Mr. Terrific.
Yeah.
Who I knew nothing about going into this. And actually, when I saw the poster of his costume with the T on his face,
like he's actually supposed to be in the F1 movie.
right. Right. But also the T on his face was very distracting and like, but that's how he's drawn. Like that's how he's drawn. It's actually true to the character. This guy's all stole the show almost.
Oh my God.
Like so awesome. I just wanted more Mr. Terrific. So
that scene in itself, with the music, again, there's some really good songs that are added to this. Plus, how they've used the Superman theme throughout is just perfect. But then they add some really cool songs to make it.
To James Gunn, the king of the needle drop, honestly. And, the John Williams original score, I think it's just basically you cannot make a Superman movie without it. Although I will say, I really, really love the Snyder theme song for Superman, who was maybe Hans Zimmer, maybe.
Oh,
but I did like it, but nothing beats the John Williams fanfare, and it's peppered in throughout, and you're just like chills.
In different variations, perfect for the mood. It's just
it's great.
Yeah. Anthony Kerrigan as Rex Mason, or Metamorpho,
or Elemental Man, or what the fuck was his name?
The Element, Element Man. He was fucking great too.
Yeah, he's awesome in Barry, and it's just this is a very fun character.
But that scene you're talking about with Mr. Terrific, my favorite scene, Lois Lane in a bubble, watching it like you said in the Guardians of the Galaxy, it's like how James Gunn did that scene where they're fighting, but Groot is kind of walking out to his own thing.
And it's all happening in the background.
Right. So this whole action scene with Mr. Terrific just destroying everyone around Lois, it's happening around her in this protective bubble, and it is perfectly matched with an awesome song.
I would argue that's a showcase of Lois Lane and Rachel Brosnahan.
Oh,
like you don't really see Mr. Terrific doing like you see him in the background.
Cool.
I mean that's just like but I wouldn't say that's his best scene.
No, I said it's my favorite scene.
Oh, okay.
But he's fantastic in it, and her reactions to it are amazing.
Yeah, no, that is classic James Gunn, is what he's very, very good at. The one shot, just chaos ensuing, but focusing in. It's kind of a Spielberg trick as well, right? Like just getting the reaction of people and what's happening around them rather than the actual action. And the music choices are fucking great, and just the way it's source music when you arrive on the beach. Like it's just music that these weirdos are listening to on the beach. But when the dome comes around her, it goes like they turn it up, and it's fucking great.
Oh my God, I was chills the entire time.
Okay, so that's the cast. Thank you for joining ThumbWar. We'll see you next time.
They open this up with like a little kind of time frame. 300 years ago, metahumans were discovered. 30 years ago, Kal-El is sent to Earth. Mm-hmm. And then 3 years ago, he came out as Superman. Mm-hmm. Little guy came out. World knows he's there. He's an alien. He's not a metahuman. Yeah. People know he's an alien. Right. So 3 weeks ago, he stopped an attack of Baravia on Jorhanpur, which...
It's okay. It's a made-up country, so it doesn't really matter.
No one's going to take offense.
This is less disrespectful than Beck Bennett's name. You can pronounce this however you want.
Jorhanpur. Because they were attacking, and he doesn't like loss of life. The Superman is a very humane Superman. Mm-hmm. But I mean, not that they all weren't. But he's extra sweet. The Hammer of Baravia.
This is the opening title card, people.
The Hammer of Baravia is attacking Superman.
Mm-hmm.
Superman has lost his first fight.
Mm-hmm.
Opening scene. He's in the Antarctic tundra, beaten into a pulp, just lying there.
So what did you think of the way that this movie opens? Because it took you 15 minutes to describe it, but it's actually...
It's kind of the background to
like
everything.
10 seconds. It's like a Star Wars crawl, right?
Yeah.
You're sort of you're thrust into this movie.
Right, but you got to understand it so you don't you know what's happening and where they are. You're up to date. Okay, here we go. Yes. Yeah. You're right. It is very Star Wars.
Yeah.
You know where you are right now.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Well, and you're sort of like, I guess. I don't know. The Hammer of Baravia. I don't know who any of this.
Right. So the Hammer of Baravia is lashing out for Superman's interference.
Right. And he gets his ass handed to him.
He gets his ass handed to him. But the very first scene, smiling from the get-go, he's getting the shit kicked out of him as well from Krypto, his little foster dog, when he calls for help with a little whistle.
Right.
But the dog finally settles down, this unruly dog, grabs him by his cape and takes him back to his fortress of solitude.
Right. I really love the way this opens. It's fun not only to be thrust into the story like this, but to see the first thing you see is Superman having his ass handed to him.
Yeah.
And I was worried about the dog. Let's get into the dog, Krypto. When I saw it in the trailer, I'm like, I'm out. That's it.
Right.
I do not want to watch this movie. It looks silly. It looks awful. Dog won me over. Maybe because the dog reminded me of my dog, and I guess...
The dog's an asshole, just like your dog.
Yeah, but in the best way.
In the best way.
In the best way.
Yeah.
So, yeah, for a CGI, 100% CGI dog, it's packed with personality, and it's just fun. I'm never mad when Krypto is on screen, and I've heard a lot of people complain that there's too much dog in this, and believe me, I was anti-dog. Krypto's great. I'm all in on Krypto.
But there was a purpose for that dog in every scene it was in. He needed his help.
Yeah.
Or he was kidnapped.
Yeah. Exactly. And also, the dog is a bit of an agent of chaos. You know, going after Mr. Terrific's little doodads, thinking they're balls and stuff, and just ripping shit apart.
And that device as well it took you to when he needed him to do that in the end.
Mm-hmm.
So there was purpose to every part of it.
Yeah.
Like it felt very, very surgical the way James Gunn wrote these characters and put that in.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay, so he's back to the Fortress of Solitude. You get to meet all of his robots that are helping him to revitalize and get better with the yellow sun.
I know. That part of it, I was like,
yeah, but
wasn't he just outside?
No, he needs the concentrated rays when he's beat to shit,
Oh,
Jason.
so literally hold a magnifying glass in front of him.
They were holding him down while he was screaming. But he also, this is a very important part for the entire movie as well, they play the soothing footage of his parents talking to him.
His Kryptonian parents.
The Kryptonian parents, because the footage came with him when he was brought to Earth, but it was
damaged.
It was damaged, and so he only heard part of it. And the part he did hear was very much how he came up with his ethos, his morals on how to live on Earth and to take care of everyone.
Mm-hmm.
So,
but it gets cut off.
Interesting.
It seems important.
It does. Anyway, before he's even better, he gets back to the battle to help people. Back there, and he keeps getting his ass kicked.
Back in the fray, only at 87%, sir. Sir, you're only at 87%. Got to return to the fray. Respect, Superman. I did not know that Superman had robots. This is a whole new thing. Not much of a Fortress of Solitude because it's packed with characters, including a dog.
The Solitude, yes, because he does see that the dog has fucking destroyed his Fortress of Solitude, and he scolds him. But
which rings true to a lot of people, I'm sure, who have come home to find something ripped apart by their dog. Anyway, this is 10 minutes into the movie, and I'm 100% in. 100% in. The robots are charming. The dog is charming. Superman's charming. And it feels discombobulated in the best possible way. this is what it was like to open up a comic book that you are not familiar with as a kid and just be like, okay, there's this guy and this character here, especially when we get to like Green Lantern and Mr. Terrific and Hawkgirl. And it's just like, okay, these characters are in this. I don't know who they are. I don't know what they do. I don't know where they're from, but that's okay because I'm going to find out eventually, or you just roll with it. And that's what it's like to be 12 years old in the lunchroom of your school and with a stack of comics, and you just grab one and then it hooks you. It hooks you right away. And you don't, there's 50 years of history before this comic, right?
And this comic was 2005 to 2008 All-Star Superman by
Yeah,
Grant
it was.
Morrison.
I think it's inspired by.
Right.
I wouldn't even say it's based on that. I haven't read it, but
Takes inspiration.
That was the gist I got. But yeah, and when you open a comic book nowadays, there's Ultimate Spider-Man, there's Spectacular Spider-Man, there's Peter Parker, the Spectacular Spider-Man, and they're all kind of different. They all have their own writers and artists, and this is what it felt like. This is the first ever comic book movie where I felt like, okay, I'm reading this. This reminds me of what it's like to read a comic.
Oh, that's nice. That's high
great.
praise.
But yeah. Okay, let's go. Come on.
Let's go. Okay, so he gets back into the battle, and that's when you get to see Lex Luthor just playing with his minions. He's yelling out these codes to them, and everybody's rushing around this kind of little...
It's like a control center, a control room. It reminded me of like a TV studio where the director is yelling out directions and the crew is executing those directions.
Yeah.
And the codes that he's yelling out are fight moves.
It almost sounds like chess moves on a chessboard.
Sure, yeah.
Like E12,
Yeah.
A1.
Yes.
One part of the movie is A1, A1,
Yeah.
A1.
That's just a straight up punch to the face.
And
Like,
so that's all good. Sorry, what were you going to say?
I mean, okay is good, but I found that incredibly stupid.
I know you did.
Very, very dumb.
But one of the guys is trying to explain, yeah, he's been studying him for years. He has 2,500 moves. That's how much he knows. That's why he can beat Superman with his moves.
Okay, it's like a football defensive coordinator just shouting out, formations and plays, into telling the players, you get into this formation, that formation, but it's not football. There's no whistle. It's a real-time fight with metahumans who are moving at literally the speed of light sometimes. It's just kind of dumb.
All right. Well,
but
fine.
I will say that it was an not elegant, but it was sort of a fun way to go with this sort of motif that Gunn wanted to do, which was brains over brawn.
Yeah.
This guy is smart. He can beat him with his head if he just gets into the head, of the avatar who's fighting for him. Mm-hmm. But it would have been more realistic if he had almost like a PlayStation controller.
Well, that's what all the guys on the computers were doing.
I know, but as I said to Jackson when we were coming home, Jackson, our son, I was just like, what would be more efficient? You yelling moves into your controller, or actually just doing the moves yourself?
Like with a robot.
Yeah. I mean, then,
like one of, those old fashioned, the red and blue guy in the boxing ring.
Exactly.
Okay, so at the moment, it's the Hammer of Baravia. By the time that Superman has then got his ass kicked again, the Hammer of Baravia comes back to headquarters as Ultraman, and everyone praises him for his great job.
Right. And who's Ultraman? I don't know. Just a guy dressed as a ninja.
You'll find out,
and
though.
And it's just like, I wonder who's under that mask. And you do find out.
He gets back through this base on the beach, walks through a portal, and all of a sudden he's in the control room. So we're fucking with time and space
teleportation.
As well. Teleportation, yeah.
What we come to learn is a pocket universe that Lex Luthor has created.
Portals and pocket universes
What
for days.
can't this guy do other than fight his own goddamn battles?
Not be a dick. So after that, there's a sweet, sweet guy who is very kind to Superman as he's gotten his ass handed to him. Luthor zones in, takes a picture. How dare you help him? I'm coming after you. This guy's name is Mali. Mali Ali.
Yeah.
Anyway, Superman has to go to work. Time to be Clark Kent. Time to be
Sorry,
Clark
guys.
Kent.
I got to clock in at my reporter job.
Yeah. Put your glasses on, Clark. Gets in there, cute as a button, bullied by old Beck Bennett, old Steve.
I mean, yeah, we say bullying, but
he's being a total dick because he's
being a
talking to his
dick.
Kansian. Would you say Kansian?
sure,
Kansas
Kansian.
citizen. His parents from Kansas.
Yeah.
And they're being pretty like rednecky.
Yeah.
And Steve is talking shit about his parents. So
Yeah.
but
Dick move for sure.
dick move. Then he's, talking to Jimmy and talking to Lois. And Lois and Clark are giving a little back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
Next scene, he's in her apartment cooking her breakfast for dinner.
Surprise, they're dating.
And she knows, and she's like, someone's going to find out soon. He's like, but what about the glasses? What are you talking about?
So are the glasses hypno, like literally?
Hypno glasses.
yeah,
Well,
like
that is revealed later on from the other metahumans who are friends with him. Because there's a later scene that Lois Lane is talking to Green Lantern and Hawk Girl, which she has a beef with Superman because he trusts everyone. And she's like, I can't believe you. He told you all these things about him. He trusts everyone. So she's confirming the details.
Right.
Anyway, so this breakfast for dinner thing leads into her interviewing him, which I enjoyed very much.
One of the best scenes in the movie.
Yeah, it was really good. It really felt like he was relatable. And
He was relatable, but also a great showcase for Lois Lane, who reveals herself to be an incredibly good reporter. I mean, we're told time and time again through the history of Superman, she's a Pulitzer Prize winning reporter, but there's never really been, I guess, Amy Adams' version, she was very much a risk taker, and she was always
crazy, stupid shit. Like
Yeah,
all the Lois Lanes do
Margot
stupid
Kidder
shit.
as well, just do it, just putting
Kate Bosworth too does stupid
You're
shit.
right. You're right. Yeah.
She goes
with
on,
her child.
Yeah.
But this one, I felt this is the most journalistic Lois Lane that we've seen, and it's very fun to watch because even though they have a relationship and they're they agree on the politics of what they're talking about, but Lois Lane is being a reporter and showcasing her impartiality as a reporter,
Unbiased questioning.
which was great, and it was getting him frustrated, and the tension between them as a couple, a new couple too. Like it was, I think they sort of imply that it's really their first fight. It was great. It was great to watch. It was just some really great chemistry, great acting, and great dialogue. Lois Lane, Rachel Brosnahan, a fan of hers, obviously from Miss Maisel and stuff that she's done before. She's never not good, but she's like by far the best Lois.
Agreed. It was good, but it ends in him leaving and really showing his humanity. Like, I've had enough. I gotta get out of here, bitch. He doesn't say that. He's too sweet. The next is another big scene. It has kind of two parts because one is the Fortress of Solitude being invaded. And earlier in the scene, which I left out because I actually left out a detail.
Oh my God.
The engineer had followed Superman back to his Fortress of Solitude after he had the shit kicked out of him.
Right.
So she found where it was because it would descend into the ice and nobody would see it.
Yeah.
So therefore, Lex Luthor and his party with his kind of airhead girlfriend, Eve Tessocker, the engineer, and Ultraman go and invade his Fortress of Solitude while Lex Luthor sends a distraction to keep Superman away.
Yeah, so we Kaiju that's going to grow very large. I had a problem with the engineers sort of following Superman walking the whole time, right? Just walking through the polar desert,
Do you think she didn't want
She didn't want to expend the fuel or whatever.
Or get
because
seen.
she has a jetpack. She doesn't start flying until
It's descending.
it starts to disappear into the ice. Anyways, it was whatever.
Yeah.
Maybe not that a huge a deal. I'm just nitpicking.
Okay. Yeah, but it's all right. That's fine.
So they find the Fortress of Solitude. They go in, they trash the place.
Really hurt the sweet robots and
What
kidnap
about
the dog.
the dog?
Kidnap the dog. The engineer also gets into the computer system and steals all his info, including the soothing message that she realizes she can figure out the rest of it.
Mm-hmm.
So they take that away. He is battling this Kaiju. Is it that's what it's called? Kaiju.
I mean, that's what people are calling it. It's a big, scary monster that attacks the city. So yeah.
Yeah. So he is doing his best not to kill this thing. He wants to find some sort of place to do research on it.
Okay, that now we're veering into cuck mode. Let's be honest. He rescues a squirrel during this scene.
He does. I mean, he's so sweet. But he does have demons. But anyway, then the other part of the Justice Gang rolls in.
Yes.
Mr. Terrific, Green Lantern, and Hawk Girl.
Mm-hmm.
And they are not as sweet. They're like, this is coming down. They take him down. Mr. Terrific finishes him off with Superman being a little kerfuffled about it. So after that is done, somehow Lex Luthor has already gotten that message translated by, he said, like multiple translators, and it's already airing on the public screens outside. So Superman is there. The public is seeing this message basically saying that Superman has came to Earth to take over and make the simple-minded humans kind of his slaves, and
to rule over them.
Rule over. So not slaves, but to rule over and to find as many women to basically impregnate and make more Kryptonians.
Spread the seed.
Nobody's too impressed with that message.
Yeah, especially Clark Kent.
Yeah.
Whose his whole self-image has been shattered. Now, what did you think of the three characters that come in? We got the Green Lantern, we got Mr. Terrific, and Hot Girl. I mean,
you're saying Hot Girl, right?
Maybe.
I like them a lot. Nathan Fillion's haircut. I am like, why? I couldn't focus on anything else but the bowl haircut. And then I look it up, and that's what they drew on the characters
for that particular
comic book character.
Yeah, there's been several Green Lanterns, I believe. I think it's sort of like a Doctor Who situation. Again, I'm not a DC man. I had not really been familiar with that particular Green Lantern, but I think it was the right choice to put in a Superman movie because he's sort of the antithesis of Superman.
Yeah, he's kind of dicky.
He's very abrasive. And he's kind of an adult in a way.
Yeah.
And the haircut is great. And Fillion is awesome.
He's so good
as the Green Lantern. So
I think that actor too. If I read it somewhere that they were kind of like, oh, maybe we shouldn't do the haircut, and he insisted.
Yeah, that sounds like Nathan Fillion.
Just hilarious. Yeah. Anyway, so they're upset with him. They go have this little private talk, and Superman's like, I didn't know. I only knew the first part. Mm-hmm. And Mr. Terrific somehow knows that there's no way they could have faked that, which is a weird thing to me, that unless they mention these translators' names. But again.
Well, look, in this day and age, we are living in an age of deep fake and all that stuff.
Yeah.
You need it. It's important for the story for it to be real. That's the thing. So you got Mr. Terrific, who is the
smartest person on the movie.
He's the smartest guy. And, it needs to be valid. And we as the audience need to be assured that, it's actually real. This is not going to come back and be, they faked it or whatever.
Which I think is a cool move.
I think it's a very cool move. Let's go. Let's flip it on its head. This might be a storyline from another Superman for sure, Man of Steel. I mean, there is a portion of the Krypton population that did want to colonize. I mean, that's what their whole thing was. And that's what Zod wanted to do when he comes to Earth, is to basically terraform the planet and repopulate with Kryptonians. So that's been there in the past, but we've always had Jor-El as sort of the
good guy,
the beyond good guy. Like it's a symbol for God, and Superman is sort of like everybody.
He's Jesus.
Yeah, well, notice that at least. Well, I know Man of Steel for sure. He forms a cross as he's descending to the planet off of the Zod's ship. And I think that we see even Reeves in the form of a cross as well while he's... anyway, there's always been a sort of Jesus
we saw
parable.
a Praise the Lord sign on a wall of Christopher when Christopher Clark was at home and Lois visited in
on the
Superman 4.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't read that much into that one. I think that's just him being from Kansas. But I like this idea of being flipped on his head and just have it leads to this identity crisis with Superman, which is very interesting to me. I just he's already sort of floundering from the very beginning of this movie, and then this whole thing just throws everything into disarray in terms of his like I said, self-image and why am I here and what am I doing, and plays up to the theme of later where his dad has that really heartfelt conversation with him, his adopted dad, Pa Kent, where he's just like, you are your choices and all that. And this is Gunn's, another thing that Gunn is incredibly good at is family stuff and found family. And, you know, we saw it with what's his name? I was going to say Grogu, but that's not it. It's what's the blue guy's name in Yanu. Yanu?
You mean Star-Lord's dad?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not going to remember his name.
The blue guy Mohawk, played by Michael Rooker.
I liked his character a lot in Guardians of the Galaxy.
But he was like, he was sort of his
adopted dad.
Star-Lord's adopted
Rough
dad.
Rough-ass adopted dad.
And which, you know, the ending of that story reduced you to tears. And Gunn is very good at this family stuff. I don't know what his family situation is, but obviously he works with his wife.
And his brother is in everyone.
Almost every movie. He's the Clint Howard of the Howard family. That's a compliment, by the way. Anyway, all this to say, James Gunn is very good at this. Look, people do not like James Gunn. A lot of people don't like him. They don't like his style. They don't like his peppery jokes. There's too many jokes. It steps on the emotion of it. I love it. I think, you know, I've heard people say he uses too much music and all this stuff. But honestly, with Guardians of the Galaxy, he flipped the whole genre on its head. And that was sort of the first time in this new era of like, okay, we're making comic book movies and we're going to have fun. And that's what Gunn is good at. And it's exactly my wheelhouse. Like we're the similar ages, similar sense of humor. Like, so I am a fan.
Oh, me too. Me too. Superman goes and he does a little visit, goes through the window, visits Lois. There's this adorable.
How did he get through the window?
Somehow she had it wide open.
Like this is
That's
like
safe. It's like fucking 40 feet up, or it's 40 stories up.
Yeah, but there's like kind of no window there. Does she just have it removed because she's like going out with Superman now? Is that?
Or she has it. Maybe it slides.
I
maybe
didn't
it's
see it open or close. Like he just came through the window, and it's like
some nitpicking over my baby flying into his love's apartment.
Wait, but was that was Lois's apartment?
Yeah.
Was that the same apartment where they had the fight?
Well, you just didn't see the window angle. You could see
it
her
looked
kitchen
so
after.
modern, like compared to the first time we see it.
You could see her kitchen when she was. Anyway, there is like a battle going on outside, and it's just like, no big deal. He's like, they got it covered, and she's like, okay, it's fine. Anyway, they have this lovely conversation. He's telling her all about it. Like, this is not me. I only knew the first part of the message. And they apologize for the fight they had. She tells him they're so different, but then praises him for how he trusts everyone and thinks everyone is beautiful. And he's not punk rock, and a very sweet line, which carries to the end. He's like, well, maybe that's the real punk rock, is loving everyone and thinking all humans are beautiful and trustworthy. Which Gunn, again, brings it back at the end and plays the song, the punk rock song.
We're all punks or something. I wouldn't even know. I don't think that song is actually punk rock. But anyway.
It is, but
Okay.
It's punk rocker. The
song is called, there is no punk rock song called punk rock.
Well, it's not a punk. Oh, I see what you're saying. No, it's not punk rock. It's just saying. Anyway, they have this beautiful moment. He tells her he loves her and says, I'm surrendering. And
turning himself into the DOJ.
Yeah, to the Planet Watch. Lex Luthor, because Lex Luthor has been given total permission by the government.
Oh boy, here we go.
To question and do whatever he wants to get the information out of Superman, because they are officially General Flagg and General Maury, who I guess wasn't as into it as General Flagg. General Flagg is coming at me like he's going to be a bad guy in the next one.
General Flagg? I got good guy vibes from him.
Oh.
Isn't he the same character in Suicide Squad?
I feel like I read somewhere that it was not the same one. It's like his son or
okay.
But I don't know.
I was just curious.
So he's giving them full permission to question the alien and do whatever he wants. And every time alien is used, it's used as a derogatory term. And it's clear by the way it's spoken that it is not a good term and what they're doing. So he surrenders, and they go on to this pocket universe that Lex Luthor has created.
Yeah.
And you realize that it's a pocket universe prison.
Yes.
So they go through a portal and they take him, and that's where he meets Metamorpho Rex Mason.
Sure.
Who can change into anything. He's got like
any element or
any element. He's got like, it looks like stalagmites or stalactites, all of them, all over his body. Wait, we'll go in or out. Anyway, and he's in there basically to transform part of his body into kryptonite and to torture Superman. Superman does see Krypto as he's on his way to his prison. And he's put in there, and Lex Luthor's like, okay, I'll be back. You better kryptonite this bitch, or your son across the way is going to get it.
Right. This is the Metamorpho. Is that his name?
Oh,
God, we're going to get destroyed in the comments, and that's okay. Engagement is good.
Well, you know his name is Rex.
Okay.
The Element
Let's just
Man.
call him Rex. Let's just call him Rex.
His baby son's name is Joey.
His son's name is Joey. This is where everybody's sort of, getting all upset and, because the parallels of, an immigrant, which James Gunn did refer to Superman as an immigrant. And to be fair, he is. He's a refugee immigrant from a destroyed planet, is stripped of his rights and taken to a black site which is completely off the grid and tortured in horrifying ways, including his friend who sold him food or they gave him food on the street. They murder him in front of him.
Yeah. And
so it's actually gets a little heavy.
It does. And that makes Metamorpho feel terrible about not doing anything. Yeah. And so he decides, you know what? I'm going to help you.
What did you think of the dark universe itself, like as a set,
I loved it. I loved it. I enjoyed the monkey bots. I know you thought that was cheesy, but when he goes through and he goes, that's #super shit. So these monkey bots are there, like hundreds of computers just typing rage bait shit into the internet.
They're actual monkeys, though, are they?
Yeah, I know, but I think he refers to them as monkey bots.
They seem to be hooked up with brain sensors or whatever. So
that universe, I really liked as they're going through it looks like pixelated river, but it's like anti-proton river or something. It was so pretty. It was like these blocks of pixels as he's getting almost destroyed, and he's holding up the baby because Metamorpho can't carry his own baby as he changes shape. Right.
I mean, look, there's a black hole in the middle of it, which, introduces danger. It's impossible to know where you are or where anything is in this thing. So Mr. Terrific showing up with his gadgets help with that.
The black hole, I think they created, though, because there was a risk of every time you open the portal, a black hole happening.
Right.
So I think when Mr. Terrific and Lois Lane get into that portal, this is post awesome, cool action scene.
Mm-hmm. We already talked about it. It's fine.
I think it happens then. So they're being sucked towards the black hole and they get out just in time.
Yeah. I mean, this is what it is to have a character that's so powerful as Superman, where, the stakes need to be amped up, right? So you have to create this sort of space. It's not like you can just, literally take him to some prison somewhere. There's nothing that can hold him in the realm of our reality. So I understand why it was created. And then it's used as a device for the climax of the movie as well. And the Proton River, whatever the fuck that is, it did look kind of cool, but was strong enough to hold Superman down and make us feel like he was in danger of not only losing himself, but losing Rex's baby.
And Krypto is helping.
And Krypto gets out and he helps as well, but also he is again an agent of chaos because he sees one of Mr. Terrific's gadgets, which is ball-shaped, and just goes after it and destroys it. And then Mr. Terrific gets mad, and it's terrific. You're sort of like, what the fuck is going on? But also, I'm having the time of my life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's just pure fun.
Absolutely. And he, this is just so romantic, too. When he sees Lois, he's like, you came for me.
Yeah, it's nice.
It is nice. And so he is like, oh, I gotta go save people. They're in there. There's so many people in that prison, all people who have been placed there because Lex Luthor was pissed at them. And
like
also
ex-girlfriends and bloggers who have said nasty things about him. Just, yeah.
So Mr. Terrific is like, no, you need to rest. So she takes Mr. Terrific's machine to Kansas, where he is supposed to rest and feel better with his parents in his home on the farm.
I love that he just gives Lois the keys to this high-tech.
But he does say it's intuitive.
Right, and she crashes it almost immediately.
Housekeeping? No, thank you.
If you like the show, prove it. Punch that like button harder than Superman clobbering that kaiju. Remember that?
Punch.
We talked about that. Laser vision the subscribe button. Lasers for eyes. Freeze breath, a 5-star review on your favorite pod app. Oh man.
Or halitosis it. It's fine.
That's right. That's my least favorite Superman power. The breath. Yeah.
You just don't like the pursed lips?
No, it's just like an unlimited capacity to like freeze stuff with Superman in general as a character is way too powerful. It's just like, okay, you're super strong, you fucking fly everywhere, you can do everything at the speed of light, faster than a speeding bullet, and you have lasers that come out of your eyes.
Eyes there. Okay.
And cock. You didn't know that. You didn't know that, but it's true.
Wear a condom.
That's not gonna do anything. It's not gonna do anything.
It's true.
It's too much.
You're so envious, just like Lex Luthor.
I am. Maybe I am. Email us, thumbwarpod@gmail.com. It's a new email. It's currently a phantom zone that is filled with unread messages. I was trying to jam some Superman puns in here.
All right.
We'll unlock those emails in the upcoming Patreon episodes. That's right, I said episodes. thumbwarpod@gmail.com. Carve it into a crystal and chuck it onto the polar desert of Antarctica. just to see what happens.
Just to see what happens.
You never know. You might get a Fortress of Solitude out of it.
Right.
And if you love this show, like Lois and Clark level love, join the Patreon. It's just $5 a month, and you'll get ad-free episodes. You'll get bonus episodes. Yes, episodes multiple. The first one drops in a day or two. We're releasing 2 Patreon episodes this month.
We're almost done the month, so we're halfway through.
That's
Imagine
value.
Mom.
This show is already 2.5 hours, and you sickos want more. Okay, fine, you'll get it. I'm just kidding. We're cutting this thing down. Access to our Discord, where sometimes I think it's just a bunch of monkeys typing random shit. JK. I just wanted to get another Superman joke in there. You want full access to the Fortress of Solitude? Go up a tier and get invited to our monthly Zoom hangouts. It's like a Justice League meeting, but everyone's in sweatpants and someone always brings a dog in a cape. I've seen dogs on there, but never with a cape. And if you're watching, this is a weird note, but if you're watching this on YouTube and you're not a Patreon subscriber, you are only seeing a portion of the episode. Want the full episode ad-free like Ma Kent intended? Join the Patreon. The link is in the description. So basically that means we cut up this show. You're going to see the whole thing on
In
YouTube.
chunks. On chunks.
But you know, just pay the money and you'll get to see it the way it was intended. Bottom line,
ad-free.
and ad-free. That's huge, I think. But anyways, bottom line, your support keeps this thing going. We love you. We see you. We salute you. You keep our thumbs warm. Yes, I'm keeping that.
Okay.
I'm keeping it. I actually just forgot to change it. But
It's fine. I like it. You're
It's
just
fine.
adding an M to ThumbWar. I like it.
that's right. That's housekeeping.
Perfect.
Now let's get to the end of this movie, please. I literally think we're running out of tape.
Lex is pissed. He escaped.
Mm-hmm.
And he's not coming out because he's got to rest and heal. So Lex is getting impatient. He decides to fuck around, and I am still a little confused with what he did, but he was warned by his minions
Yes.
that it was very dangerous to do that, and it could rip a hole in the earth.
Yeah, you create a black hole and the earth will get sucked into it.
So wait, first of all, he loses his fucking mind and starts throwing shit, and Tessocher's had enough. She's
Okay, you keep calling her Tessocker. They never refer to her as Tessocker. In fact, I didn't realize this was Miss Tessocker from, who was in Superman 1 with the great Gene Hackman. I can't remember the person who played the original, but I mean, that's pretty cool. A little hat tip. If it's a hat tip or it's supposed to be Miss Tessocker, who was Lex Luthor's girlfriend in the first one, but her name was just Eve.
Eve, yes, Eve, who is constantly taking selfies of herself, and everybody thinks she's a dummy.
Yeah.
So she, well, I guess I failed to say she was the one that tipped Lois off of where Superman was, because she has a wicked crush on Jimmy, because she had a relationship with Jimmy before, which they kind of allude to the fact that Jimmy is quite a playboy, because other people at the newspaper, other hot young girls are like giving him the eyeball, and he's so confused.
Yeah.
So Tessocher says, okay, I told you this. We need to meet up. I gave you this info. We must meet up.
Yeah, and Jimmy has her in his phone as mutant toes because she's got ugly toes. Apparently, I love this whole subplot. I love the Jimmy Olsen Miss Tessocher connection. I think it's great, and just his reluctance, the what he has to do to get the information from her. And then, I don't know, maybe he comes around on her because Lois refers to her as hot. And he's like, oh, wait, she's hot?
Yeah, he's so confused
And then
with that
by the end of the
comment.
movie, I think he's like, oh, maybe she is kind of hot. But anyway.
I think it helps that, like, she ends up being furious with Lex because he really went too far and threw shit at her and told her to get her stupid ass out of there. So she sent all these selfies to Jimmy, which actually included plans all of his nefarious plots and shit. And so he sends it to Lois, and Lois is like, your hot girlfriend is a genius. So he doesn't react to the genius part as confused. It's the hot part that's confused.
Right.
So he clearly realized what was happening in the selfies.
So that was, you think that Miss Tessocker taking those photos, I keep calling her Miss Tessocker too, that was on purpose?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. I think so too.
Yeah.
But I've heard other people go like, she's kind of adult and this was all a mistake.
You can still be adult and not be and be smart.
Listen, Miss Tessocker in the original Superman 78 saved Superman.
Yeah.
In spite of Lex Luthor.
Yeah. Well, Superman has to get back at it. He's all rejuvenated. Oh, yes. But he also has this really big heart with his dad, and it's lovely.
You're going to wash over that. It's the most...
I can't wash over that.
Literally, it's the emotional center of this whole movie is the talk with his dad.
Well, I have to say, yes, it was the most emotional part. And the first time I saw it, I didn't notice some of the things. And I was very teared up. It was lovely. And then I saw it the next time, and his eyes, the dad's eyes are shaking. Like he must have something wrong. And I felt bad for him. But also the more important thing that I noticed.
Okay, this is you forgetting to take your medication, I think.
And fixating. His eyebrows were not dyed black to match his hair.
Whose eyebrows?
Superman's.
Right. So the makeup, for some reason, forgot to put paint on the black
because
eyebrows.
Because in the very next scene, when he goes in to see what's happening on the TV, his eyebrows are black again.
Are you sure it wasn't just the glare from the sun or the lighting or whatever?
I could be wrong. I've been wrong before.
This is the most obscure thing. This is what you do. You focus on just one thing and you hear none of the dialogue.
At least I didn't cry that time because I was fixated on those details.
Well, that was the second time you saw it. So
yeah. That's true.
Those of us who saw it only once did not notice. We didn't notice.
That's fine.
And call it a continuity error. Call it whatever you want.
I'm sure no one else noticed but me.
But yeah, the dad basically is it doesn't matter what your stupid parents said.
It's not about the message. It's about what you took from the message. And, yeah.
I love that his Kansas parents are Kansas parents. You know what I mean? Like, there's no Marissa Tomei here. Let's just say that.
Oh, yeah.
You know, like we're back to having the original sort of idea of what parents and grandparents look like and act like
in rural Kansas.
Yeah,
like that is definitely parents of that age.
Oh,
from my hometown.
100% reminded me of your hometown, people who live there, and it's just a great choice to go back to that. And you know, it's not everybody has to be the goddamn sex symbol in these movies. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to say that they're not.
You're not trying to say that his parents aren't sex
I think
symbols?
they're sexy as hell is what I'm saying, but it's they're not on the same level as Lois and Clark. That's all. That's all
fine.
I'm saying, and that's fine. It felt like I was in the home of farmers in Kansas.
And I guess they really studied a Kansas accent.
Okay.
One of the characters on the Howard Stern show was one of them. Is there a Kansas person on the Howard Stern?
Oh, really?
That's what it said in the Wikipedia. Do you know the...
Yeah, I know exactly who it is. It's, what's his name? Shit. He's in the movie?
No, they studied his voice to get the Kansas accent down.
Yeah, he's a regular on the show. His name escapes me, but yeah, that's hilarious.
Yeah, and it felt authentic. I mean, I've never
100.
been to Kansas, but it felt small town authentic to me.
100%.
Lois is going and publishing all of the evidence they've gotten against Lex Luthor, which is he has been working with the Baravian government, giving them free arms and ammunition the entire time, because people are thinking, oh, you're selling arms to them. Of course you want the Baravian government to invade Jurhampur. Oh, my God, Jurhampur. It's okay. But really, he's been just giving it to them because the Baravian president, who seems like a real dick the whole movie, is going to give him half of Jurhampur.
Oh. This is classic Lex Luthor.
Classic.
Just
he wants
he
the
wants
land.
land. That's it. He wants land.
Gene Hackman always wants that land.
Well, the Kevin Spacey one
he did
did as well. Yeah, I mean, that's true to the character. It does sort of, when you step back and go, why? You are a billionaire. You have it seems like you own half of Metropolis. You're fine. What do you need?
Well, also when Superman is recovering, the Jahampur people are begging for Superman to come back. You see the desolated wasteland,
Right.
and you go, "Oh yeah, you want that, do you?"
Well,
Okay.
it's oil rich.
Oh, that's right. That's
just,
what it is.
Is part of it
Yeah,
for
yeah.
sure.
That's why I forgot. Mr. Terrific says you cannot do that. You have to go fix this giant crevice ridge that is busting through the earth, making its way to the heart of Metropolis. And the Justice Gang instead, well, not all the Justice Gang. Mr. Terrific goes with Superman to try to fix that because he has to put the code in to stop the rift in whatever that means.
Whatever that means.
Whatever
exactly.
that means. So therefore, haircut guy, Green Lantern,
Yeah.
Hawk Girl, and Metamorpho go and help Jahampur. Please say it.
I don't know how to say it. That's why I'm letting you say
Jahampur. I'm just calling it that. Jahampur.
Jahampur.
Fucking Christ.
The Jahampur contingent is coming after you for sure.
Yeah, and this is where Hawk Girl shows what a badass she is and fucking murders the president.
Right.
There's a big battle
Yeah.
because he's trying to close the rift, but fucking Ultraman is back.
Mm-hmm.
And there is a big reveal. Guess who Ultraman is?
Clone of Superman.
Fucking clone
Knew
of
it.
Superman. So we kind of understand why all this video game shit telling him what to do. He's too stupid.
No, we understand why Superman is getting his ass kicked.
Right, because he's been analyzed for
That's-
years
yeah.
and Lex knows his moves and he's relaying the moves to Dummy Clone. And so Dummy Clone is getting the better of Superman.
Weirdly, this is the plot of Superman 4. The shittiest Superman.
Oh.
Right down to the using a piece of his hair to create the clone of Superman. So anyway, it's fine. I'm fine with it.
Yeah.
I'm fine with it.
He ends up defeating Ultraman when he realizes, oh, they're telling you all the moves, all these little balls around you, which is almost like Mr. Terrific's balls.
Wow.
are getting the visuals from the battle, sending them to Lex, and Lex is sending the audio to Ultraman. So he says, brain over bronze, baby. He whistles for Krypto. Krypto comes and tells him to get the toy. So Krypto destroys all the visual cues that are helping Ultraman defeat Superman. So Superman wins.
Right. So Lex is removed from the at least
Equation.
the physical equation, and he basically shoots him into a black hole.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I mean, sure. It's fun. It's fun. It's fine.
It's fun. It's fine.
Mr. Terrific's balls. Fan fiction you're gonna write at some point, I imagine.
I think he is a very cool character, so I'd be down with talking about and writing about Mr. Terrific's balls.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, okay. Look, we have a black hole. We have this weird rift that's sort of a kind of a controlled burn that is sort of slowly making its way to and then through Metropolis.
Mm-hmm.
This is a bit of a problem for me. This whole this threat, like it's a singularity. It's ripped open into our universe or the universe, and why is it moving so slowly? It's a fucking black hole. Do you know what I mean? Like I feel like as soon as a tear,
the black hole
like I'm
is
thinking
not the same as the rift. I don't know what the tear is.
it's being caused by the black
Right.
hole, right?
Right,
So-
but how do you know the speed of what a fucking rip would do to the Earth because of a
okay,
black
but well,
hole?
what about the Titan submarine that was down looking at the Titanic and then it imploded in literally a nanosecond? You know what I mean? Like,
I can't analyze this. I do not have the brain capacity.
I
and
neither do
nothing
I.
about black
but
holes
but here's the
scientifically.
This is what I mean. It's like, how do you close it? Well, we have to input the code, right?
Yes.
And Lex's team seems to be able to do it at any time. He's just unwilling to do it. Mr. Terrific shows up and closes the rift because he has to know how he's Mr. Terrific.
Yes.
I'm fine with that part of it.
Yeah.
We're never aware of the clicking talk, the ticking clock. Let me try that again. We're never aware of the ticking clock,
That's true.
right? So it's just like, when is everything gonna just implode, right? Because that's what's supposed to happen in a
Well,
singularity.
you do hear Lex saying, it's time to go now. And they're like, close it. He's like, no, when I get to a city that I care whether it's destroyed, that's
Right.
when I'll close it. So
Okay.
he has some idea of when it's fine. But
guess.
Superman flies in before he can go through the portal and do that.
Right, but I feel like Superman and the clone were like fighting each other next to this black hole for
But
5 minutes.
I think the rift is, or the ridge, or the rift, or the rip, or whatever it's called, is a little bit separate from the black
right.
hole. I
Okay.
don't fucking know. But anyway,
I just didn't know what the time constraints were, I guess.
Well,
and it just seemed like they were
I don't think you're meant to.
Yeah, okay. It's just again, I'm picking nits, as Bill Simmons would say. So, yeah.
Okay. He got beat around a little, and Krypto beat the crap out of him. This news is released to the world, and there's the media on the wall in the control center, basically breaking the news to Lex that you're fucked, dude.
He's a traitor to the country.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he is very upset. And at first, Superman, this part was really, obviously he's a fabulous actor. He went to Juilliard.
Who? Which one?
David Corenswet.
Okay.
But he's looking at, well, he's a great actor too, Holt.
Wow.
But he's watching
Did
how.
he go to Juilliard?
But he is very upset. And Superman at first looks triumphant, but then you can see his face change to feeling sympathy for this person who is obsessed with hating him. And it's just like this next layer of how much depth they're giving this character,
Right.
which I absolutely loved. That's all wrapped up. He's taken away, and he reconnects with Lois, and that's one of the best romantic scenes in the movie.
Okay. So the speeches. Look, James Gunn gets Superman. I will say that.
Sorry, yes, I skipped the speech.
Well, again, this is an important
It's very important.
part of what Superman is, and just his humanity and his flaws, and it's a great speech. And there's also a great speech from Lex.
You're a piece of shit.
Well, there's a great speech about envy, about
Yeah.
him basically talking about how, what motivates him to be, so fucking pissed off at Superman, and that's just that he's envious of him.
Yeah.
Here's what I don't like. I don't like that these speeches had to be made. I feel like it could have been conveyed in a little bit more subtle way, because there's a lot of monologuing. Now, I'm going to contradict myself here because, listen, it's a comic book movie, and that's what happens in comic books. Villains monologue,
That's true.
and heroes also monologue.
Yeah.
So
Suck
it's
it.
fine. I guess what I'm saying is I'm fine with it. I kind of wish that there was a way that they could have gotten around without monologuing and making these speeches, but at the same time,
I didn't feel like it was like naggy.
No.
Like,
As you say, like
it wasn't patronizing.
No, not at all. Not at all. It was just telling and not showing, I guess, is my complaint, right? Where it's more interesting to sort of like see peaks of his why he's so envious of Superman and on Lex's side. And then I probably didn't need the speech about the humanity. Like you see it through like from the beginning of this movie right up until the end. And the speech from the father was probably enough, right? Like,
Yeah, I
but
guess, but it wasn't relayed to Lex.
You're right. You're right.
Which they met for the first time when
He was looking for his dog.
he was looking for his dog,
he
which
was
is
in John Wick mode.
which it was a great scene
Yeah.
because he's just pissed. Yes, John Wick mode. Perfect.
Yeah. Take all my complaints and my comments out of it, and just to say that this is why Superman is such an endearing character, is that he is flawed. He does make mistakes. We're talking about him being 3 years into his run as Superman as well, right? So he's fucked up. You could argue that he should never have gotten involved in this international conflict, right? But he did because he did what his heart told him to do. He's told Lois in the interview, I wasn't acting on anyone's behalf except my own. And
Which he just didn't want people to die unnecessarily.
Exactly. And it's just like, okay, yeah. That's the sort of heart and soul of this movie. And, I thought it was good. Are we thumbing it up?
Oh,
I mean,
are we there
you want
yet?
to talk about the very end? I mean,
Oh,
the very, very
yeah,
end.
the very, very
Okay, well,
end.
here's another problem with this movie. And this is shout out to you, Matt Austin, because this movie has 4 endings probably, right?
I mean, I could have more. I would request more.
You didn't want it to end.
I did not.
The shot of, as you mentioned it before, when they sort of slip away and they're like, oh, I will grant you an interview, Miss Lane. And they slip away and then they have their kiss and they float up. And it's a gorgeous shot. It's very cinematic. And it's an awesome shot because it's a tight shot. They obviously stepped onto a crane and they start rising up.
Yeah.
Because of Superman's boner, I would imagine. Probably.
I had one just watching it. It was awesome.
No, but they start flying around and it's very sweet. It's a nice ending. But then we go back to the Fortress of Solitude, which feels like it should have been a cutscene. But then again, we wanted to see the.
Oh yeah, it would have made a good cutscene actually.
Yeah, you can't do it because the parents the robots are back and they put the
There you go.
the parents they say basically let's put the footage of his parents on. It soothes him, which is the same line they use at the beginning, but it's the Kryptonian parents. Now it's the Kansas parents.
And it is, oh my God, I cried every time. Every time. And it's him lying there with this happy, happy look on his face. And the song is Punk Rocker. I'm a punk rocker. Yes, I am.
Yeah.
Yeah. Teddy Bears featuring Iggy Pop.
Yeah. And it's just home movies and of him growing up. It's very emotional. Maybe it hit us different because we're parents and, but it was great. A great ending, but again, the second ending of the movie at least.
One more spoiler before that beautiful teary moment. His cousin, Kara Zor-El, just fucking stumbles in because she had busted through the wall. She's like, why did you move the door? And you look at her and she looks like she's still drunk. Mascara running. And it's the girl from House of Dragons when she is a girl, not a woman in House of Dragons.
Millie Alcock?
Yeah, Millie. Millie. Yeah, you might have the last name right. Where is it? Okay.
Your notes are
Sweet
disgusting.
Millie.
Okay, but that could have been. They still could have made that a cutscene because they just cut that and put it
That's true.
After the first credits because the cutscenes at the end were nothing.
That's true.
I mean, they were cute, but
Yeah.
it was fine.
But anyway, she comes to retrieve her dog. It was her dog, so the dog fucking acts even more unruly when he sees her, just like Hazel does when she saw you.
Yeah.
Almost. If Hazel had superpowers, she'd be that insane.
Yeah. And a fun dynamic, very cousins, thanks for watching my dog, bitch, like that kind of thing.
Sounds exactly like one of the things Megan said to you growing up. Sweet cousin
my
Megan.
cousin. Oh yes, absolutely. All right, let's rate this movie. You go first.
If I had
You're
10
only allowed one.
thumbs,
You're only allowed one.
definitely big thumbs up. I
thumbs
loved
up.
it.
Okay.
I'd go again and see it tomorrow, to be honest. That's what a psycho I am.
Well, you are an A-list member, not an ad. You can see it as many times as you want. I too am going thumbs up, an enthusiastic thumbs up. I truly loved this movie. I thought I would hate it or at least be annoyed by it. And I'm a fan. I'm a Gunn fan. I get that it's not for everybody. I think most people who are complaining the loudest have not seen it. Yes, there's a message. Filmmakers are allowed to have messages. Every fucking film there is has a message. And if you don't like the message, that's fine. Okay, great. What's next? Okay.
It's I Know What You Did Last Summer.
Mm.
So I'm going to watch the first couple that have good old
Freddie Prinze Jr.
Freddie Prinze Jr. and good old What's-Her-Face.
Wow. Is it in your notes?
Not this page. There we go.
Why you have another page of ridiculous notes?
So many
Jennifer Love Hewitt.
Thank you. See, my name's...
I don't even need notes.
My memory with names is fucking trash.
Okay, I'm only watching movies that are called I Know What You Did Last Summer.
Well, what about...
That's it.
I Still Know What You Did
Nope.
Last Summer.
I'm not watching that. I will watch the original, and then I'll watch the other one. But
okay, that's fine.
Yeah, my days of watching like 8 movies beforehand is just too much. I'm not doing.
Well,
it
this
anymore.
was exceptional because there was a lot.
Yeah. Well, it's gonna happen again.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, I'm not doing this much.
Yeah, right. We'll see.
Oh. I'm not doing it.